Today, we're going to tackle a massive problem, one that's quietly costing companies trillions of dollars. It's hiding in plain sight, and it's called the workforce skill gap. But we're also going to talk about the solution, how AI is giving leaders a kind of X-ray vision to find and fix these gaps before they do real damage.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. To really get a handle on this, you first have to understand the massive, and I mean massive, scale of this problem. This isn't just some minor headache, it's a full-blown crisis that's affecting pretty much everyone.
Let's kick things off with a number that's, well, it's pretty hard to even wrap your head around. By 2030, we're looking at a potential loss of $8.5 trillion in revenue every single year, all because of talent shortages. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire economies of Japan and Germany combined. It's huge. And listen, this isn't some problem that's way off in the future. It's happening right now, today. Nearly 7 out of every 10 employers are saying that these shortages are already hitting them where it counts, in their productivity. The pain is absolutely real.
Think about this for a second. This isn't an issue for just a few unlucky companies. A staggering 87% of them are either wrestling with skill gaps as we speak or know they're about to be. That means the odds are very, very high that this is happening in your organization, whether you can see it or not.
You know, these gaps, they're not just some line item in an HR report. They create this really dangerous domino effect. It might start with a dip in productivity or a few more errors, but that quickly leads to missed opportunities, burnout for your best people, and sometimes even serious security risks. It's not a departmental problem, it's a systemic one.
So, how have companies traditionally tried to get a handle on this? Well, the approach is called skills mapping. And understanding the old way of doing things is really the key to seeing why the new way is so revolutionary.
So what it boils down to is this. Skills mapping is all about creating an honest, clear picture of the talent you actually have. It's like drawing a map of your company's abilities. It shows you where you're strong, but more importantly, it shows you exactly where the holes and the weaknesses are.
And this right here is the heart of the challenge. That skill gap is just the space between what your team can do today and what they need to be able to do to hit your goals tomorrow. Finding that gap, that delta, is the absolute most critical first step.
But here's the big problem. The old way of doing this, with endless surveys, spreadsheets, and just asking managers for their opinions, it's just too slow, it's too clumsy. In a world where a critical skill can become obsolete in just a few years, a manual snapshot is basically out of date the second you finish it.
And this is where AI comes into the picture. It's not just an improvement, it's a total game changer. It takes this slow, reactive process and turns it into something fast, dynamic, and even predictive.
I mean, just look at the difference here. You're going from something slow and based on opinions to something that's automated and driven by hard data. It's the difference between trying to navigate with a blurry old photograph versus using a real-time, live-streaming GPS.
AI really just upgrades your toolkit in a few incredible ways. First, you get the speed to analyze your whole organization at once. You get objectivity, because it's looking at what people actually do, not what they say they can do. And maybe most importantly, it gives you that predictive insight to see around the corner and know what skills you're going to need next.
So how does this all actually work under the hood? Let's pull back the curtain for a second and see how AI gives you this incredible, almost X-ray-like view into your company's talent.
It's the big question, right? And the answer isn't magic. Not at all. It's actually a pretty straightforward, logical process that turns mountains of messy data into clear, simple actions. Okay, so it starts by pulling in data from all over the place. HR files, resumes, project management tools, you name it. Then, and this is the cool part, it infers skills by analyzing the actual work people are producing. After that, it looks outside the company, scanning the market to predict what skills are about to become hot. And finally, it closes the loop by actually recommending personalized training. It's a complete system, from insight all the way to action.
And look, this isn't just a cool theory. Big companies are already doing this, and they are seeing some really significant, measurable results.
Let's just take Johnson & Johnson, for example. When they started using AI to figure out their employees' skills, use of their internal learning platform shot up by 20%. Why? Because when you show people exactly what skills they need to grow, it turns out they're really eager to go learn them. It connects the dots.
So, let's zoom out. What does all of this really mean for the big picture? How does this tech help you build an organization that's actually ready for the future?
This is the real prize right here.
You get to stop playing defense, constantly firefighting and scrambling to fill roles when a project is already in trouble. Instead, you can go on offense, strategically building the exact workforce you're going to need for the challenges of tomorrow.
You know that old saying, our people are our greatest asset? For a long time, that was just a nice phrase to put on a poster. With AI, you can finally make it a measurable, actionable reality. For the first time, you can actually see, measure, and grow the value of your people in a real, data-driven way.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. There is almost certainly a critical skill gap hiding in your organization right now. And every day you don't know what it is, the cost goes up. But, as we've just seen, the tools to finally find it and fix it are more powerful than they have ever been before.